In this video, I'm going to talk all about allergies. So hey, welcome back to my channel. I blend fashion and allergies to help you feel confident in your own skin. I'm Hops, and as someone who manages severe allergies, which are nuts, sesame and gluten, I know the struggle is real. So this is my fourth video and I'm really excited to go through the big topic, which is eating out. I know this is a big one, especially for people with allergies. I am going to talk about my personal journey with fear and fashion and confidence and how that makes me feel, and some practical tips on eating out to be safer. Please bear with me, I'm still getting used to doing these talky videos. So picture this, you've been invited out for dinner with your friends, and instead of excitement, you're just full of anxiety because you're wondering whether you can actually eat out at a restaurant, what's on the menu, whether you're going to have a reaction in public. And I'm highlighting this because this is the literal reality that I face when having a simple night out with friends. And in today's video, as I get ready with you guys, actually going out to eat later on, and I wanted to show you how I manage my allergies by building confidence, reclaiming my life living with allergies. Has this blended? I've got a mirror here. I was going to say I don't have a mirror that close to me. Start with my personal story. Since I was little, I knew I was allergic to nuts and sesame. It's a severe allergy. I have an EpiPen, and then from around COVID time, I had a severe wheat gluten allergy, and then that kind of stemmed to angioedema, where my throat, my tongue, my lips used to swell. Extremely severe. Obviously, it's your airwaves that it can affect. Let's face it, my allergies since I was young have dictated my social life. So when I was actually younger, I used to get dressed up, feel good in my clothes, and then I'd get a bombshell from a friend where they were inviting me to go out to eat dinner. My confidence would then just literally plummet. I'd just have this overwhelming feel of anxiety and fear of eating out, and what I actually felt deep down was so real. I think there was just a turning point where I felt like I deserve confidence in all aspects of my life. That includes food. And this just involved taking practical steps for my own safety, so I felt comfortable eating out. And then in turn, this just built real confidence, sense of confidence of even just going into a restaurant and letting them know about my allergies. But how do I do this, and what are my non-negotiables when eating out? First of all, I'd like to mention that saying no is okay. This is one that I've really actually struggled with. Sometimes I've said yes to an event, an occasion, and I'm literally just sat there with a drink and feeling super left out, and it's not a nice feeling. So it's okay to say no. So secondly, I plan ahead. I go onto the restaurant's website. Do they actually mention anything about allergies? Do they have an allergen matrix or an allergen guide? Because I feel like when you go to a restaurant that do have those options, you just feel like they've got measures in place to make you feel safe. And for places that don't have those, I would definitely call ahead. And on occasions I've emailed, and if I just don't feel comfortable with their response, I'm not eating there. And number three, I communicate clearly about my allergies. So when I go to the front desk or speak with the waiter, I make sure I let them know about my allergies and how serious they are. I have an EpiPen. The fourth thing is I keep it simple. If I'm unsure about the menu, I would just go for something simple like some chips and a dip. We'll always ask questions with the waiter though. That is something that's a non-negotiable. I will always speak to them about it so that they're aware. Essentially just being prepared. Always have your medication on you. That is so important. I always have my EpiPen and my antihistamines. My antihistamines, they're literally a lifesaver. So is my EpiPen, but on a daily basis, because I do come out with hives regularly. My mouth and my tongue feels swollen sometimes, and those are just my non-negotiables. I will never go out the house without them. And just lastly, I would probably say always trust your gut. If a staff member or anybody that you're around is just really vague, they're not really giving you the answers that you need to make you feel safe, or to show you in writing like an allergen matrix or anything like that, then don't eat there. With self-love and not letting fear shrink your world, not being embarrassed when you're talking about your allergies, because I've definitely had that feeling, and it's taken me so many years to actually speak with pride about my allergies. Fashion and makeup, I'd say for me, is like my armor. It gives me that confidence and reminds me of my self-worth, and then when I go out into the real world, I show up with that energy and to speak to people about my allergies. Because I remember at one point I was so shy. I used to be scared to talk about my allergies, like no, what they're gonna say, like I can't speak to them about it. But ultimately what I'm trying to say is not letting the fear shrink you in this world. So leveling up my life with allergies has literally been such a journey, and it's been a lifelong journey. Sometimes I have good days, sometimes I don't have good days, and that's just the reality of it. But I want to make these videos so you can feel confident going to eat out, and you deserve that. You deserve it to be stress-free. I hope in this video can just help spark some sort of confidence or joy. Please feel free to comment down below. Like, we have such a lovely supportive community in the allergy world, and yeah, I want to show that with you guys as well. I'm gonna be putting this lip lingerie, it's actually a lip stain, I bought it recently on. If you put lip stain on, make sure your lips are not crusty. I'm going to show you the outfit that I'm going to wear tonight. So I was going to wear this bag, but I've decided to go with this one. So this is the makeup, this is the fit, and then the bag of choice is this one. This is by M&S. I love this bag, I love the tone, and yeah, perfect. And it's got my trusty medicine. You'll never catch me with that, leaves. So yeah, that's my fit. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.